Hello guys, welcome back to Pitch Intel, where football meets real talk, and here we have honest conversations about happenings in the football space. So if you're a lover of Boltex, thank you and welcome to this channel because you are definitely in the right place. So Eze has been hijacked by Arsenal. I mean, in the last couple of weeks, Tottenham were actually, snowballing, and I would call it sleepwalking. So they actually messed up in the last couple of days or weeks. Tottenham were close to signing Eberechi Eze, but now it's dawned on them that Arsenal has come in to hijack this deal. So it's not what they can do anymore. So that deal is out of the way for them. Eberechi Eze can no longer be a Tottenham player. He's going to be an Arsenal player. He's going to have his medical in the next couple of hours, and he would be an Arsenal player, right? So on this episode, what I would be doing is trying to highlight a couple of ways that Eberechi Eze can actually lift up the Arsenal squad and make them a much better team compared to what they are at the moment, right? So Eberechi Eze can play in various positions. He's actually a very dynamic and unique player. He's actually unpredictable as well. So he can play as a number 10, number 8, and on the left wing position as well. Even false 9. I've seen him play false 9 a couple of times. So it's not strange. That's not going to be something that we've not actually seen before. Eberechi Eze playing Arsenal basically plays the 4-3-3 formation. We all know that anyway. Eberechi Eze, I believe, can play in the number 8 position, but he's not gonna be that box-to-box player. Arsenal will now, play as though we have two number 10s in the team. We all know that Odegaard can do a bulk of the pressing, which he does fantastically well. He's quite fantastic at that, pressing high, dropping in between the lines, coming back to the back line to get the ball and try as much as possible, to transition that to the attacking line, right? So from what I know, Eberechi Eze is not a player that tracks back that much, so we need to get that clear. He doesn't really track back. He stays more on the halfway line, and once the ball gets to him, he would perform his magic. Okay, we need to get that clear, and we need to understand how it's going to work, just so that if he doesn't track back, the fans wouldn't start mourning, because we already know the profile of player that Arsenal are going for. So it shouldn't come as a surprise if he does not track back. I know Arteta will try as much as possible to ensure that he molds Eze to the kind of player that he wants, but Eze would always be Eze, and there isn't much that you can really do in terms of trying to make him change his style of play from what he's been playing for the past couple of years. We all know he was in the Arsenal Academy until he was 13 before, QPR gave him his first scoop. And from what I heard, QPR are going to take 15% of the sign-on fee as well. So that's them cashing out for giving a player a chance when other teams did not give him that chance, right? So for Eze to function very well in the number 8 position, partnering the midfield with Odegaard, I believe Skelly needs to be the number 3 guy, like playing 3, because he drifts into the midfield to create that overload at the center, giving Eze the license to really push forward, and perform his magic. Also, it's going to be giving a lot of support to either Martinelli or Trossard or whoever is going to be playing the flanks, because we all know that for the past couple of seasons, the left-hand side has been sidelined, if I want to put it that way. How do I mean sideline? Martinelli tries to beat one player, and before we know, they're doubling up and tripling up on Martinelli, and he's left with no option than to take it in the corner flags and try to, swing across in, or lays the pass back to whoever he can find in the number 3, be it Calafiori or Miles Kelly. But most of the time, like the last season, he was playing with Skelly because Zini and Calafiori were injured most of the time. Now with Eze in the mix, Eze can always drift in there, and Martinelli can even drift into the false 9 position as well, making it quite difficult for the defenders to man-mark Eze or Martinelli, right? This guy, Skelly, needs to be in top spirit as well, because he tends to lose the ball most of the time when he's trying to make those half turns. He's trying to make a half turn in between 2 players, and he loses the ball most of the time, then making him foul players and either get yellow carded or red carded leaving Arsenal in a very, very bad spot. Okay, so he needs to be really disciplined and try as much as possible to play according to instruction. So that's one of the ways that I think Eze is going to impact the team. Second would be Eze playing in the left wing position. With this setup, Calafiori needs to be playing number 3. Rice would be number 8. And meanwhile, let's not forget, if Eze is playing as a number 8, I would need Rice to be playing the defensive midfield position, because he would be able to transition as well and also sit back if need be. And he's also got the pace and the energy to, make the runs and make interceptions as well, and as well as the tackles that we need. Eberechi Eze can also function in the left wing position. That means Martinelli and Trossard will come in as heavy substitutions, and Martinelli or Trossard coming off the bench can definitely change games. It's different from them starting the game from the first second, right? Calafiori needs to make those overlapping runs, as I said earlier, just to distract the players and create a 1v1 moment for Eze to beat his man and square the ball for Gyökeres, or whatever he needs to do, either that shoots point blank to the post and try to score, right? So with this, we already know the right hand side is solid, so the left hand side will now be proper solid. Okay, Eze is a great player, a quality player, right? He was the missing piece. I feel he was the missing piece in this national team, and with him now in the team, it's going to be a very, very difficult side to beat. Okay, conceding goals was not always a challenge because Arsenal don't concede more than 2 goals per game. If you give it an average, they average 2 goals maximum, in terms of what they concede. Scoring was a problem, but they tend to score better when they're playing against teams that are playing in the front foot. But anytime they meet a low block team, problem. Now Eze would be able to give them that ability to unlock. With this, it will also bring a lot of competition for Odegaard, because if he does not really step up to the Odegaard we saw 2 seasons ago, or the Odegaard we saw before this injury he went for, right, the ankle injury he went for last year, he would be coming off the bench, or he would be getting subbed off quite often for Eze to come in and make his impact, right? I know this is a great signing. I know it's a fantastic signing. It's only for Mikel Arteta now to make it work. Okay, he has to decide what he needs to do and what will work for the team. The fans do not want to see anything short of winning need to win at least 10 games out of 12. Yeah, because a lot of money has been spent. You've bought a lot of defenders, you've spent a lot of money in midfield. Arteta has his players now, right? He bought most of the players that he's got now, apart from Saka that came in from the academy, and Skelly that also came from the academy. But Skelly is also his player because he brought him into the first team. Odegaard, he's got Rice, he's got Subimendi, he's got Gyökeres, he's got Timber, he's got all the players that Arteta has now. He signed them. There will be no more excuses for Mikel Arteta. He has to make it work. This is a break or lose season. He has to break even, or the fans will be calling for his head on a platter, right? This is just my own brief take. I just had to make this quick video just to give a brief breakdown of the tactical side of things, to see where Arteta is going to explore more, either Eze as a number 8 or Eze as a number 7. So this is just my honest opinion. I'll catch you guys this weekend for the EPL matches that will be coming up. So I'll make a few analysis and a few post-match reactions, and then I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.